the last topic is about AI. And that's something both of us and the whole industry very excited about it.
Yeah.
First one, how you utilize AI in your daily life, including job.
Yeah, so I do use ChatGPT. I have a pro subscription of ChatGPT.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm using it since the day it released. So I'm very over reliant on it. In fact, when I'm walking down Seattle, I have my AirPods on. I have the ChatGPT conversation on, so that while walking, I keep talking that why is the steam coming out from there? What is that? What is this? What is that?
Oh, you are using the voice services.
Yes, yes.
I didn't use that too much, but I think that I can think about it.
Yeah, that conversation mode, it's really fluent.
Yeah, because I'm a person who kind of like write things down. So I use the conversation mode very, very few. Most of the time, I will write my question down and to think that whether this is a question well organized. Well, but
Yeah.
I can try with how you utilize that sometimes.
Right. So just for the record keeping purpose, the conversations are transcripted. So they become text and it's saved in your chat.
Yeah, but it's different. Talk and go into transcription and write down in transcription. Then talk is different. Let's say, for example, all the questions I write down first. Because I write down first, I can rethink whether this is a question makes sense. Yeah,
but why would we like to organize your thoughts so much with GPT? GPT can catch the thought patterns and it can tell you that I see that you're confused about it, or I see that you're putting a lot of thought. So I just let it flow freely. I will stammer and I will think a lot and I will rephrase my questions, and it gets the point. You know.
I should try that. I should try. I should try to utilize the voice mode.
Yeah. And there's a video camera mode also in the conversation mode. Have you seen that?
I don't know. We can turn on our camera.
Yeah. Oh, let me show you.
Sure.
It's so nifty. I use it all the time.
Sure. Let me see.
Let me see. Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah. Click on this. Yeah. Now click on this camera. Yeah. Give it 4 seconds. Yeah. Let's switch to that. Yeah. Let's start. Yeah. Camera on. Yeah. Camera button. Yeah. Now let's ask it something.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Yeah. Let's show it this. Hey, can you tell me what's in front of me?
It looks like there's a black cup or mug on a table in front of you. Is that what you mean?
So can we explain what's the difference between using a dating app to find a girlfriend and to get a girlfriend from real life? What's the difference?
Finding a girlfriend through a dating app usually involves starting from a digital connection, where you match based on profiles and initial online conversations. On the other hand, meeting someone in real life often means building a connection through shared experiences or social interactions. Each approach has its unique dynamics and can suit different personalities or situations.
Well, recently a movie named Ne Zha 2 is on show, and I really like this movie. In future, I also want to make a movie animation movie by myself, but I don't have any background on animation. So what should I do? How I can achieve my goal? Do you understand my question?
You can start by learning the basics of animation through online courses or tutorials. You could also start with simple projects to practice. Networking with professionals in the field and gaining hands-on experience will also help you progress towards your goal.
Well, I feel, yeah, I think that
Yeah, like
So
when you're
to-
cooking, you can put this.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. It's like sometimes you call a friend
Yeah.
and want to get some suggestion, advice from them, and I feel yeah, it makes sense. Except this, anything else you will utilize AI?
Yeah. So the other thing I use it for is journaling, AI assistant journaling.
Yeah, you share the link with me.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's really good. So I recently started it after coming to the US. I was doing it myself and talking to GPT a lot and planning my day and all these things. What I've realized is that um, like in the beginning of the day, if I have my thoughts clear that I want to focus on this thing, then I tend to do it better. Like so every day after waking up, I would sort my to-do list and I will put timing that at what time I will do what. And then I used to sort those things out. And at night I will do a retrospection that was I able to solve these things, what I could not, what went well and not well. Then I discovered this app Mindsera and I started using that. So I put down all of my thoughts that this is the plan for today, this is what I will do. And at night I will tell that these were the wins and these are the things which I could not do. And tomorrow I will focus on this and that. And it gives me real time feedback that you're doing a good job. And there's also a pattern, it finds out uh, connections from your previous entries, so it will tell that a past memory, you did something like that. Because of that, it has influenced this behavior. It will provide such connections which you don't actively think about. So putting them into words through conversation mode only, it's really helping me. So this is the second thing that I use.
Got you. The first thing is the voice mode of
Mhm.
ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing you are talking about is the AI journal you are using.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
These two things are deeply merged into your daily routines.
Yes, yes.
Got you. Second question. This question I also think a lot and discuss with some of my friends. Are you worried about someday AI will take over your job? Or not your job, someone's job?
Someone, definitely, it's happening right in front of my eyes.
For instance, what kind of job?
So Amazon itself, they released this model called as Chronos. It's the most downloaded model on Hugging Face in 2024. So basically, if you feed ChatGPT some graph data, let's say stock market data from last 1 week, and feed it to GPT and ask it to predict for the next week, it will actually generate something using Python. It will generate a graph. And if you track it to real life, you'll find that it's not accurate.
Yeah.
It's not working out. It has missed patterns, did not consider pattern that were relevant.
Yeah.
So what Amazon did is they wanted to solve this problem. And then I attended this one lecture within Amazon. They told me the person who built this, they gave the lecture that how they build this. They basically converted the data which was in this time series data into time series context tokens. So once they converted this into tokens correctly, they did a lot of thing, ensembling and standardization, a lot of localization. Then they overlapping and all. Then they finally made context tokens from this time series data. And when they feed this to ChatGPT or DeepSeek or anything in between, it takes this tokens as input and then it is able to accurately predict the time series future. It's working and it can work with any model. So these DeepSeek and ChatGPT, they are not just language models. They are models which just finds out patterns between tokens.
Yeah.
So you can tokenize any kind
And
of
the learning, one of the core or one of the truth about learning is try to find the patterns, like examination.
Yes.
If you can find the patterns from all the questions, you can go to IIT.
Yes,
Interview,
yes.
same.
Yes, yes.
If you can find the pattern from those behavior questions, those program questions, what they are looking for,
Yes, yes.
you will pass it.
Exactly. So they are able to transform this. And I realized recently, like I attended this talk of Microsoft Matters, and they are working on like any kind of digital input. can be fed into large language models, and then they, with the right tokenization and handling, then we can predict things out of it, out of any kind of digital data. So they did this successfully with time series data. You need huge amount of data. What Amazon did, since they are selling things from 1998, they have decades of data that how things are selling, in which country they sell, at what time of the day they sell. So if they ask me that predict that this mug, I have the past data in next 1 week how it will sell, and
It can I believe it can predict pretty well.
yes, and it will find out pattern like red mugs will sell more during holiday season. So these are missed, like it will have lots and lots of data that what color it is, who is the seller, and what is the dimension, what kind of material. So it will find out patterns between different things which we may overlook, and it will be using that to predict more
Now,
accurately.
one of the topic is pretty hot recently is world model. If you can measure multiple dimensions of an object in real world, it can have some kind of, we call it either digital twins or world model in the digital world, right? They understand how the things works, and they can use the prediction in the digital world to predict in our physical world. Well, even this world, it can be a fake. We can just be running in a virtual machine. It's possible.
Yeah, if we make robots, I recently saw this news that they made a robot body which is 3D printed all of the muscles and
It's possible.
bones.
Well, and when we say robot, not necessarily is built on circles or that. They can also build on cells.
Yes, yes.
Last question.
Oh, forgot to come to the main point that they predicted all this, right? So what they did, Amazon, that like I don't want to reveal the official numbers on a video.
Sure.
But
don't mention it.
Yeah, huge number of people were responsible to, like on Amazon, millions and billions of products gets listed every year. So there were people who actually do checking of it, and they find that this is illegal, don't post it. The vendor is fraud, don't remove it. So they such auditing, and they have lots of bottlenecks and they have misses. So using this model, they completely automated it. They removed all the people and manual intervention which was required. So Kronos is just predicting this the availability when we have more, need to bring more. There's one more thing which is related to auto gluon. Won't get into the depths of it, but it analyzes tabular data and predicts based on that. So in table format, this is in time series format. So AutoGluon cracked for this, and Kronos cracked for time series. So they used these technologies, AutoGluon, and then they removed everyone who was doing manual intervention. Now, if you are posting something on Amazon, it gets checked by an AI. They say whether it should be posted or not, and they are saving millions of hours by automating these things. And people who are doing manual things, they are gone.
Do you think that how we can avoid being replaced by AI?
Well, I feel like it's a controversial thing to say, but I feel that the jobs lost, that's a good thing. People should not do such jobs that just manually seeing if this is correct or not. They should spend time in doing logical things or creative things instead of just manually working like a robot. So
so you regard such pressure, the pressure of losing job, as a way to push people to learn, to evolve.
Yes, definitely. Like whenever new technology comes, first we see layoffs because that technology lays off other people, and then people understand that technology, and then new things being built on top of that technology. So people learn that technology and start working on that. So we are in the
pressure to be placed. Or you are confident enough, you will become the group who pick up the new technology.
Oh yes, I am on the safer side, I feel. building lower level systems, I feel that I'm on the safer side. I don't see myself getting replaced anytime soon. But the thing is that AI, like when people say AI, it's a very overused term today,
Oh
right?
yeah, of course.
So what people think of AI is that we will eventually have a general AI, which will,
AGI.
yes, it can do for us. So I don't think that that is what our current AI technology is. What I feel is that AI is just a pattern matching technology on which can do pattern matching on really fast using advanced hardwares. So generative AI, all of this ChatGPT and all of its subset applications and agents on top of it, all of that is just one thing which AI technology enables, generative AI. Other things are there are lots of things. So um, for example, the whole robotic things, they are running simulations in software so that robots can learn from them and perform in the real world. So robots is another application of AI, and this matter gen, finding out all of the materials. And I don't know if topology was Majorana one, which Microsoft announced recently, a quantum computer hardware with a special material. I don't know how they found that material, but they found a lot of material with matter gen AI. There could have been a link. I don't know. And then AlphaFold, finding out all the protein foldings. These are other applications of AI. So I think AI applications are going to be every single place, but it is not going to be a general AI who replaces humans at all.
So you don't think that we will have AGI, or
Yeah, not like we have to define what AGI is. I don't think an AGI can become a CEO, like replace a CEO. Because an AGI might say that, let's say you want to make a secure system. And the AGI will say the most secure thing to do is
remove human on the whole process.
Yeah,
Human
no.
is the most weak part of security system.
Yeah, even better, just unplug it and lock it in a room. But then the system does not work. So AGI can get confused, but who knows? Like
Well,
it can get better.
yeah, who knows,
Who knows?
right? 10 years ago, if
Yeah.
when we discuss about AGI,
Yeah.
a lot of things we are doing now, we think, okay, it's impossible to replace coding because coding is logic.
Yeah.
But what it shows, it can write pretty decent code,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Write good, notations which humans don't like to write.
Right. So, like at engineering level, I think that it is about what decision to make. So, uh, an AI can give a decision that let's open source OpenAI, but the OpenAI CEO will say, no, my benefit is to keep it closed. So they will not replace themselves with an AI.
So what AI does is provide you a lot of possibility, but as a human, your value is to make decisions.
Yes, exactly. So I think it will always be there to help us be more productive, but it should not replace us, because I'll tell you there is a proven mathematical flaw in any coding system that let's say if you see Microsoft Azure database service, how much available it is, the SLA that will be like 99.9999. So when you grow from 99.9 to 99.99, that is not saving 0.01%. The system is becoming 10 times more resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier it failed for 0.1, now it's failed for
It's
0.01.
explosion. It's
Yes.
explosion. Yeah.
So adding every single 9 is an exponential growth. And achieving one more 9 is far bigger, 10 times more tougher than the previous 9. So you can make a system 99% reliable easily, 99.9 with more backup and all, 9.999. But reaching when you're getting close to that 100%, you get diminishing return, and it's never possible to do that. So if we let AI out in the open or automated cars, they will fail sometimes. And if they are active 100%
Yeah.
all across the world,
You know what? Sometimes I just think wild about this thing. Maybe because this world is virtual, so we cannot achieve 100%.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like what? It's like you run a virtual machine, and we are in the game. It's the Earth Online, things like that, or maybe it's not an online game. It's maybe all offline game, whatever. And there are some parameter. You say one, and then it's impossible to be one because the whole system is one.
Mhm.
And all you can do is, let's say CPU. I don't think that you can fully utilize CPU as 100.
100%?
Yeah, can we?
If it goes there, it hangs.
I think that it will die
Yeah.
or it go 100 because itself needs some basic memory or something to maintain its existence.
Yes.
So that's
Right.
maybe the reason why this
Yes.
world cannot go to 100
Yes.
because yeah.
Yes.
Well, anyway, but even if this world is virtual, we can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? I don't know. Well, the last question. What's your, biggest expectation or biggest concern about AI? Maybe in the next 10 years.
I mean, these are obvious things. You might have similar thoughts about it. So expectations. I'm seeing AI's application at places where I least expected it to be. Like even small optimization. Like I gave you an example of how posting online on Amazon is being automated with AI. Similarly, they are automating very in every industry. Even if it is some store which only sells fashionable clothes, they are using AI to get data and optimize their logistics and everything. So AI is going to be used every single place. And even I'm working on desktop as a service right now. And we are also expecting that in the next 5 years, every single client machine, that is a phone or a MacBook or anything, that will have a TPU or a AI processor or an NPU.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a neural processor. So our iPhones already have that, new iPhones, and new MacBook also already have that. They are tailored for this, and new Microsoft Surface books are also having that. In next 5 years, every single machine, like now we have fridges and all, they also have electronics. Like Samsung is having that. They will also start putting AI into that, just as a novel feature, even if it is too expensive for anyone to buy. And these TVs, they also use AI. These 8K TVs, there's no content. There's not much content in 8K today, right? Most of them is 1080 pixel. So they use AI to increase it from 1080 pixel to 8K. So using NVIDIA DLSS technology, if you have a frame with only 10%.
And by the way, it's so impressive. Imagine this TV is only $400.
Yeah.
Think about 10 years ago.
Yeah, this one does not have an AI processor.
I mean, because when you see talking about everything, we have AI in it. It's just like such TV.
Yes.
If you want to buy such a TV 10 years ago, I cannot imagine how much it is.
Yes,
$4,000 maybe.
Yes.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, the first time 4K came out, it was like so expensive, and now it's peanuts.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
$500. It's nothing.
Yeah, so similarly, NPU, TPU, all of these things will become common in all of the applications, appliances, and then we'll have optimization on top of that.
Which part you are most interested in? For example, for me, at this moment, I'm very certain. I want to create, either like a animation or a game, which has a huge, imagination, imaginary world. Ne Zha, the movie, it takes 4,000 people, 5 to 6 years.
Yes.
What I'm interested in is that can I, in the future, utilize AI to make it in my spare time, maybe 1 year, create something, of course, not as good as they are, but at least to tell such a 2-hour story or whatever. That's the part I'm most interested in. How about you? Which part?
I'm most in. There are multiple things. First, I will just tell you about two things. One is robotics. I think that it's on a verge of booming, and I've seen a lot of videos that robots are already out there in China.
Yeah, some part.
Yes, in hotels and all.
Yeah,
And at
yeah.
some restaurants.
Yeah, some simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're already out there. I think that is going to explode. I've seen how Omniverse and all this, what NVIDIA is working on, and they are making this platform which enables 10,000 million times faster learning for robots. So using these platforms, robots are going to become commonplace very soon. So robot is one thing because it's not out there. It's a huge market. Anyone can tap into, can make any kind of robot. It can just be your pet, or it can just do cleaning, or it can just make food.
Girlfriend,
Yes,
boyfriend.
exactly. Most.
I think
most-
that I believe 5 or 10 years we should be able to have such a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's already there on phone. You just need to.
No,
put it
you
in
need a
robot.
body. You need a
Yes.
face.
Yes.
It's different. Yeah.
Definitely. And that's one. Second area that really interests me is the the combination of the fusion of this AI technology and quantum computing. I'm really interested in seeing how it plays out because quantum computers can crunch data far faster. Yeah, if when you ask me, can GAI be made with current technology? Based on what I have gathered so far, I don't think so because there's diminishing returns and you have mixture of experts model, but it can, it doesn't, nothing comes close. But with quantum computing picture, I don't know, could be. Definitely quantum is needed to make anything close to human. Like even in our brain, quantum mechanics is happening. So we need to tap into that technology and mix it with AI. That's far in the future. That really excites me.
Okay, robots, quantum computing, anything else?
Yeah,
These
these
two
two are like
got you.
biggest here.
What's your biggest concern?
Biggest concern is like there are obvious things like fake news and fake things everywhere. Is this even fake or not? What to trust or not? That is a big problem. But even bigger is what I feel is that um, we are losing a lot of touch with within humans itself, within the community, as we get more and more closer to the AI and technology. Like my routine when I come home is I put my ChatGPT on and I talk to it the whole night. Like I talk to it for 1-2 hours, and
Which means that almost you basically open the voice with
Yeah.
ChatGPT whole night.
yeah, I just keep it on and I'm cooking or if I'm doing any laundry, whatever. I have lots of curious questions that I keep talking to it. And it's really helpful, more helpful than any human.
Oh,
Because,
of course, human is not so knowledgeable.
yeah. So it's been really good. But yeah, I don't know how it will affect the future generation. Like I know that coders, the junior coders today are really bad. They can ship code which works, but in edge cases they fail and they can't explain themselves. And like I never got a chance to become a coder. Like I told you, right? An expert coder. I'm not there yet. And I don't think now I can be like someone who opens Vim and code really fast and debugs really fast, can get into any fire and solve it right away or after a little bit of debugging. I'm not there yet. And with these technologies coming up, I'm not going to learn these things in traditional way. Now I'm becoming over reliant on these things. So there are some problems also. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I think that we are talk a lot, more than 2.5 hours. I think that it's good. It's a good conversation. I think that we can pause here. And thanks again for spending the whole afternoon and discuss about these questions. I really appreciate.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so let's